This is Akashavani Mangaluru. Dear listeners, in today's Talk in English program, Dr. Sapna D, Associate Professor, Department of Samnhitha, Siddhanta and Samskritha, Sharada Ayurvedic Medical College, Mangaluru, will now speak on the topic Quantified Nutrition.
The mere mention of food is enough to make someone smile because food benefits both the body and the mind. It is a tool for the mind to control feelings of grief, boredom, anxiety, and stress, as well as to celebrate success and express affection. In the end, eating becomes our source of comfort. But sometimes, during this path, we lose sight of our bodily selves. The food that we consume to control our emotions also nourishes our physical bodies. But keep in mind that food is only fuel for the physical body. As petrol is the fuel for a motor, food is the fuel for the body. Can we simply fill the tank with petrol without an engine and expect the car to run? No, right? The engine uses the process of combustion to transform the fuel into heat energy. Similar to this, the body's components cannot immediately utilize the food that is consumed. Here, the digestive system enters the scene. The digestive tract runs from the mouth to the anus. The process of digestion involves accessory organs like the liver, pancreas, and others. The purpose of the digestive system is to transform food into a form that the body can use. Therefore, everything we eat, whether it is rice, dal, milk, eggs, or meat, will eventually be transformed into glucose, amino acids, and fatty acids, which the body can use for energy. Our diet contains macronutrients and micronutrients in a variety of ratios. The name micronutrients refer to those nutrients that are needed in smaller quantities. The micronutrients that are crucial for a number of bodily processes include numerous vitamins and minerals. These vitamins and minerals are abundant in dairy products, fruits, vegetables, nuts, and others. As a general rule, consuming 4 to 5 servings of fruits and vegetables is needed to meet the daily requirements of these nutrients because they play a crucial part in how the body functions. Other health advantages of eating fruits and vegetables regularly include the fiber they contain, which promotes healthier bowel motions. In comparison to their volume, fruits and vegetables also have lesser calories. Therefore, it provides less energy yet fills you up. They are also loaded with antioxidants which are having several health benefits. Ironically, however, the public as a whole consumes less fruits and vegetables and will therefore lack one or more vitamins or minerals. Nowadays, taking a multivitamin tablet is fairly frequent. However, a lot of people take multivitamin pills without doing any investigation or getting a proper prescription. This can end up being fatal. The vitamins are separated into two groups, fat-soluble and water-soluble. Vitamin A, D, E and K are examples of fat-soluble vitamins that if ingested carelessly can be harmful. Fat-soluble vitamins will be stored in the body, hence higher chances of toxicity by increased usage. Water-soluble vitamins, that is vitamin B and C, even if consumed in excess, will be flushed out of the body. So, use caution before taking any multivitamin tablet without a proper prescription. The macronutrients are the next group of substances that are needed in greater quantities. The macronutrients are carbohydrates, proteins, and fats. The macronutrients, carbohydrates, proteins, and fats are those that the body needs in greater quantities, and these are the ones responsible for supplying it with energy. The body or the digestive system in specific will convert or break down these three, that is the carbohydrates, proteins and fats into glucose, amino acids and fatty acids respectively. Now under different circumstances, any of these three can be utilized in order to extract energy. But they are having other primary functions also apart from just acting as fuel. Like proteins are used for muscle repair and growth, enzyme activities and repair of the body cells. Whereas Fats are the building blocks of the body along with the proteins. They also play a crucial role in hormonal process, vitamin regulation, brain and central nervous system activity, growth and repair in general. Carbohydrates, however, are the primary source of energy. Carbohydrates provide 4 kilocalorie per gram, proteins provide 4 kilocalorie per gram, but fat provides 9 kilocalorie per gram. You would have realized that the reason fats have a poor reputation is due to their high caloric content. But keep in mind that each of the 3 macronutrients are crucial for maintaining physical health. The body will need this fuel to function, and any extra will be stored for emergencies in the future. Extra fuel, such as extra carbohydrates, proteins, or fats, will eventually be broken down and stored as body fat. You would have now understood that dietary fat, that is, oil and ghee, are not the only reason for weight gain. Eating more than required quantities of carbohydrates or proteins also will be stored in the form of body fat itself. The body will use the energy it has saved for survival whenever the need arises. This is how a person may go for long periods of time without meals. Now, why should you be aware of all of this? It's to let you all know that while all 3 macronutrients, that is carbohydrates, proteins and fats, are necessary, eating too much of any one of them will make you gain weight. Therefore, if you do not take into account the quantity that is required, proteins are not beneficial and neither are carbohydrates and fats. To put it in simple words, don't completely avoid fats due to its high caloric value, because it's an essential component required for our bodily functions. On the other hand, mere consumption of more proteins without any consideration of calories will eventually make you fat. This is where quantified nutrition plays its important role. Quantified nutrition means measuring the food. You may be thinking that we do measure food before cooking and before serving also, like 1 or 2 chapati, 1 bowl of rice or 1 spoon of dal. But such measurements are not accurate because 1 chapati can be prepared with 20 gram and also with 40 gram of wheat flour. And hence, both the chapati, though 1 in number, will have different calories. Oil added while preparing that chapati will also cause difference in the caloric value. So, in conventional way, though we are measuring food, we are not measuring the nutrition and the calories which the food provides to the body. Quantified nutrition or measuring food is to be done in such a way that the macronutrients and micronutrients are consumed in appropriate quantity, but keeping in mind the total energy or calories we get from those food. We have seen up to now where our energy comes from. Now let's examine our spending. Total daily energy expenditure or TDEE is a measure of how much energy a person uses each day. This is the result of adding together 4 variables, which are BMR, EAT, NEAT and TEF. Basal metabolic rate, often known as BMR, is the initial and most crucial element. It is the bare minimum of energy needed for cell survival. Our bodies require energy to carry out the essential tasks of life, such as breathing, the heart's pumping of blood, the expulsion of waste, and others. Even if you are not consciously lifting a finger, we use more than half of our energy just to stay alive. BMR is an important factor because our calorie intake should never go below our BMR value. Next is NEAT or non-exercise activity thermogenesis, which is the second factor. It refers to the routine activities we engage in on a daily basis, such as working in an office, going for grocery shopping, playing with children or animals, or engaging in any other activity that demands arm and leg motion. Energy is necessary for all of these operations. Now the third factor, that is exercise-induced thermogenesis or EAT. When you actively use your muscles producing their contraction and relaxation, like when we are exercising, playing a sport, dancing, Zumba, it uses more energy for that period of time. and is referred as eat. This is the reason why regular exercise and staying active throughout the day is advised for the people looking for weight loss. Finally, the thermic effect of food is the fourth factor. To break down food and transform it into a form that the body can use, our body also needs energy. The digestive system performs this process and needs energy to do so. The TEF is this thing. Therefore, complex sugar or whole grain food is preferable to simple sugar or processed food. In plain English, consuming 100 grams of cooked rice is preferable to consuming 10 grams of sugar because body will have to spend more energy to digest the complex carbohydrate present in rice, while the glucose present in sugar will be readily absorbed by the body. The reason why we should be aware of where our energy is going is the same as before. It is to raise awareness to the value of energy balance among you all. The element that controls weight gain, reduction, or maintenance is the energy balance. Weight gain and weight reduction are both correlated with positive and negative energy balance respectively. Think of it like your bank balance to better understand it. How the bank balance increases when we make a larger deposit and a smaller withdrawal. Similar to this, when we deposit less and remove more, our bank balance will decrease. Therefore, when we consume less and spend more energy, we will lose weight. And when we consume more and spend less, we will gain weight. We can maintain our weight if our intake and output are balanced. You should now have some understanding of macronutrients, micronutrients, their roles in the body, energy balance, the factors that contribute to weight growth, decrease, or maintenance. Mindful eating is important for maintaining a healthy physique. Simply put, we should be mindful of how our food choices will impact our bodies when we are happy or bored. I appreciate your willingness to hear me out. But before I leave, I would like to know what exactly you think of when we talk about weight. Water mass, muscle mass, fat mass, and bone mass are added together to form the body's total weight. Therefore, it is important to give a careful thought to what you exactly want to gain or lose.
Dear listeners, that was the talk Quantified Nutrition, delivered by Dr. Sapna D. The talk came to you from the studios of Akashavani Mangaluru.